Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are here for a book haul because it is the beginning of April, so it is our time to haul some of the books that I bought in March. I actually did pretty good. I have a couple of book series that I bought offline, and then I also have a couple books from the bookstore and then some book outlet stuff. So between my subscriptions and book outlet, it's gonna be okay, a decent length, but it's not too bad. I think I did a pretty good job though. So, all right, let's see. I finally got my February Owl Crate this month. It was Bride. I have already read it and I very much loved it. This is the cover of the special edition I got. There was a printing problem with Owl Crate, and so they only got like 3/4 of the books they were supposed to get, and the ones that they did get, some of them were still messed up. Mine is a messed up one. It's not a big mess up, but it's still a mess up, and it's right here. They cut the end paper wrong. I was concerned that the rest of the book was going to be messed up as well, but it's not. It's just the end page, and so they gave me points towards a new book. Normally they would send you out a whole new book, but because they had so many problems with this particular run, they weren't able to do that because they just don't have any extras to send. But they gave me 2,000 points or something like that to go towards a free book. So next time they have like a collector's edition that I want to get, I'll have points to buy it with, which is great. I also got the March book, which is this one. This one is The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lee. I've never heard of this book before. I don't know what the original cover looks like. I will have to look it up. I will put it here for you so that you guys can see it. But this is the Owl Crate version of it. I do think that it is extremely pretty. I love all the foiling details. Luckily, they were a little bit behind on shipping, but not much. I still got it pretty much on time. Oh, on the sides. There is a bookmark in here. I'm not gonna pull out though. And it is hand signed. Gotta love the fact that Owl Crate still hand signs their books, which is such a big thing for me. It's one of the reasons why Fairy Loot just kind of, I feel meh about Fairy Loot because of that fact. I do love them still. It's just very meh. Speaking of which, this is my February YA. I have not gotten any of my March books up yet. So I will put my March books up on TikTok once I get them, and then they'll be in next month's haul. But, so we have the Crimson Moth. I've heard really good things about this book. I'm hoping that I can get the rest of the series like this. If not, I'll have to buy them separately because I want my series to match. But I do have high hopes for this one, and it is so pretty. I think the front and back are the same in this one. Let me look. Yeah, the front and back are the same. And then these are again not hand signed. They are digital signatures on the letter. But the only critique I've heard about these ones is that the picture, she's supposed to have red hair, not pink hair. But really, it's okay because these are still absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if I've ever read a Kristen Cicerelli book. I know I have them, but I don't think I've read any. So I'm hoping this one will be good. But I am, you know, like I said, hopeful. And then this is my March, the only March book I have besides for my YA books. I don't know if this is considered a YA or not. I think it's just considered a fantasy. Is Fathom Folk. It is a book that I actually already own because it came out a while ago. I actually have it in my February haul. So I've had this thing for well over a month. I don't know why they chose a book that has been published for so long, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. It's still super, super pretty. I think the back is the same as the front. It is. And this one is hand signed, which is also amazing. But it looks really cute. It's got a lot of fae in it, and that is why I bought it originally. The copy that I have, the copy that I have over there that was in my last haul is very floppy. It's a very floppy paperback. So I will be reading the floppy paperback, but this one's so pretty that if I do like it, it will have a very nice spot on my shelf, you know? All right, some other little things I got. I bought Say You Swear from Amazon. This is the only Amazon book I have this month. I try to keep my Amazon purchases to a minimum, but this one was on sale and it is going out of print, or so I've heard, because it's getting traditionally published. So I got this because yes. And then I have a bunch of books from Book Outlet. Book Outlet had a $5.99 fiction sale recently, and I went a little ham and I got a bunch of sequels for books that I have not read yet, because that's smart of me. So the first book I got is The Night House. I've only ever seen this in hardcover, but I got it in paperback. And this one is a twisty haunted house book or something like that. In the wake of his parents' tragic deaths, 14-year-old Richard something or other has been sent to live with his aunt and uncle in a remote town. Richard quickly earns a reputation as an outcast, and when his classmates named Tom goes missing, no one believes him when he says the telephone booth out by the edge of the woods stuck Tom into the receiver like something out of a horror movie. Okay. It sounds interesting. I am looking forward to reading it. I also got a T. Kingfisher. I got Thornhedge. I have never read a T. Kingfisher book, but now I own like 5 of them. So, you know, maybe I should read them sometime. I also got a Stephen King book. I'm not a big Stephen King fan. This one I was told is not a favorite of Stephen King fans, but is definitely different. So I'm gonna try it. It's called The Fairy Tale. And I have not heard really anything about this book, good or bad. I've heard a little bit of bad and a little bit of good, but nothing concretely like, okay, maybe I should or shouldn't read this. But again, it was $5. So we're gonna go there. I also got The Brothers Hawthorne. I have the first trilogy. This is the first book of the second trilogy. I was told not to read this one. But I still have to read the original ones. So, you know, once we get to the point where I read the Inheritance Game books, I'll decide then. I also got a couple of Katie Roberts books, or at least one. I got Twisted Secrets. I have most of the series. This is like book 4 or something. So yeah, I have issues because I have lots of books that I have not read, and yet I buy more books that I have not read. All right, we have The World We Make by N.K. Jemisin. I have the first one. I bought it when it first came out. I started reading it, thought it sounded interesting, put it down, and have not touched it again. And then I bought the second one, because this is about a world that the city comes to life. So now I have both books, and hopefully I can read them. I also have an Elle Kennedy book. This one is The Summer Girl. It is part of her little trilogy she's got going. I have the other 2 books that are so far out, The Good Girl Complex and The Bad Girl Reputation. This one's Summer Girl. They all go together. No clue what they're about, but I've heard really good things about Elle Kennedy, so we're gonna hope. Saying a different Kennedy, we have Kennedy Ryan. I loved this book so much. I read it recently, absolutely adored it. Read the second one when it came out, adored that one too. I will buy that one eventually and put it on my shelf and reread it when my heart needs a sweet romance that actually has substance and plot. I love Nora Roberts. I don't want to hear anything about it. I know it's an old lady book, but I love Nora Roberts. And I will keep buying Nora Roberts. All right. I also bought The Fall of Wrath and Ruin. This one is the Indigo exclusive edition. It was, both versions were on Book Outlet. I just happened to grab this one. But I bought it because I've been really liking From Blood and Ash and I wanted to get more from the author. So now I have another book from them. I also got The Mystery at DeVagan's Castle. This is the third book in the Library of the Dead series. I listened to that last year, the first one, and it is written with a Scottish accent, and so listening to it was far easier for me than actually reading it. But now I have number 2 and number 3, and I've only read number 1. So I need to move along with that one too. And then there's these ones. I don't know which one's which, but I have Charmed and Cherished. The rest of the series is right there. I have not read any of them, but they were on sale. Looks like Charmed comes first. Charmed and then Cherished. And I think this is the whole series. But I have them all. I have not read any of them. I've heard good things. I'm hoping they're good because I have all of them. So, yeah. And then last for my Book Outlet stuff is He Who Drowned the World. The first one is She Who Became the Sun. I have a special edition. I want to say it's an Owl Crate version of the first one. And I just bought the second one. I do weird things when things are on sale. I like getting a bargain on a book, and I got a bargain on these books. I think I spent like $100 total on all of them. So I have problems, and we all know it. If you've been here with me for any amount of time, you know it too. All right, I have one gifted book. It is The Cloister. This one is an advanced reader copy that Nikki found on Pango. She bought a handful of advanced reader copies and bought me this one because she thought I would like it. It says, the secret history meets Ninth House in this sinister atmospheric novel following a circle of researchers as they uncover a mystery deck of tarot cards and shocking secrets in the New York framed Met Cloister. That does sound good. Okay, moving along. I did buy 2 books from Barnes & Noble, but I only bought 2 books in the whole month. You proud of me? Yeah, okay. So I bought Body Check by Tegan Hunter and Puck Shy. They're both number 1s in different series. They're both signed by the author. They did have a signing for her a couple of weeks ago. I saw her when I came in, then we walked past to go do something, and by the time I made it back, she was gone. So I just bought the books that she was signing, even though I didn't actually get her to sign one. All right, and then I have a couple other little things. These came in the mail. I got them from a Facebook thing where they were selling a bunch of books, and I just grabbed the first 5 books of J.R. Ward's Dark Brotherhood series. So we have Dark Lovers, we have Lover Awakened, we have Lover Enshrined, Lover Revealed, and Lover Unbound. I know they're the first 5. I don't know which order they're in, but you know, whatever. And then I bought some books from Dark and Quirky, and I bought some books from Katie Weismer. Let's do the Katie ones first. She had some Oops books that she was selling. So she has she has 2 series plus a bunch of poetry books. I'm not a big poetry person, but I have been wanting to read her other books. And I did have I did have The Marionettes, but Nikki's borrowing it and I just haven't read it yet. But she had a Kickstarter and she was spraying all the edges of the Kickstarters, and she had a couple of oopses, and so I bought one. She had them like 3 or 4 different colorways. I bought these ones because I thought they were the nicest looking, and they hide the imperfections much better than the other ones do. So you can tell there's some inconsistencies when you look at them in person, and you can tell looking at the tops that there's some little like light spots. And I can see that they're messed up, but they're so barely messed up that it doesn't bother me at all. So we have the Marionettes, we have Wicked Souls, we have Bloodless Ties, and we have Ruthless Ends. I got really excited when I saw that she had these come out because I am following her on Patreon, and she let them know right away when when she had finished these ones. And so I went ahead and I snagged one. I got this one for $40. I think they normally go for $175 or something. So I was thrilled to get such a good deal on them. All right, and so I had one more. I did a pre-order for Dark and Quirky, and my books just came in, and I totally forgot about these until Nikki yelled at me, "Oh my God, my books are here." And I went and looked, and I didn't have any books. So I went and checked the mailbox, and I have them, and they came in this morning, or they came in yesterday or something like that. But they are the Royals of Kingwood. It's the Tessa Hale, not Hare, there's no R in that. Tessa Hale books. And so this is the Lost Elements. This is the first one. It is, I don't know what they are exactly. This is the inside. We have pretty edges. I don't remember what these ones are about. This is the little inset that has her signature on it. And it's a Why Choose polyamorous, I think, something along those lines. I want to say it's a Dark Academia. I don't remember, but I have 3 books in the series. And so we have The Lost Element, we have The Last Ether, and then we have The Queen of Quintessence. So this was part of it. And then the other part, which is why I bought the box, is because we get 3 bears. It's a duology, and it's beautiful. And these are the end paper. The papers are just buildings. And then of course we have the actual like little signature page and stuff. It's the 3 bears. It's a shifter romance. And again, it's like a Why Choose polyamorous. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's one of those. And then we also have Little Red, as in Little Red Riding Hood. Also beautiful edges. Also has a cabinet in the front, and also has the little slide in with the wolves. So these are, I'm very excited about all of them. That one was also a duology. So I have, 3 series here that I got in one box. I don't remember how much it was, but I do know that I paid over time for it. So I'm still paying for it this month, which is okay. I don't mind. I like being able to have books, and these ones are beautiful, and I have an issue, if you cannot tell. So I hope you enjoyed my haul. It was a lot smaller than usual. I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where I have smaller book hauls. Will they ever be completely non-existent? No, because I love my boxes, but they are getting smaller. So I will see you again soon for another video. Hopefully I will actually get my crap together and film more this month. Fingers crossed. All right, bye-bye.